Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
A strong hard building material composed of sand and gravel and cement and water. Capable of being perceived by the senses, not abstract or imaginary. Concrete objects such as trees. Cover with cement. Concrete the walls. Formed by the coalescence of particles. Form into a solid mass, coalesce. Serving as or indicating the object of a verb or of certain prepositions and used for certain other purposes. Objective case. Undistorted by emotion or personal bias, based on observable phenomena. An objective appraisal. The goal intended to be attained, and which is believed to be attainable. The lens or system of lenses in a telescope or microscope that is nearest the object being viewed. Belonging to immediate experience of actual things or events. Objective benefits. Emphasizing or expressing things as perceived without distortion of personal feelings or interpretation. Objective art. Perceptible by the senses, especially the sense of touch. Skin with a tangible roughness. Capable of being treated as fact. Tangible evidence. Capable of being perceived, especially capable of being handled or touched or felt. Of especially business assets, having physical substance and intrinsic monetary value. Tangible property like real estate. Being or reflecting the essential or genuine character of something. Used as intensifiers. Real is sometimes used informally for really, rattling is informal. A really enjoyable evening. Capable of being treated as fact. His brief time as Prime Minister brought few real benefits to the poor. Having substance or capable of being treated as fact, not imaginary. Any rational or irrational number. Being or occurring in fact or actuality, having verified existence, not illusory. Real objects. Coinciding with reality. An old small silver Spanish coin. No less than what is stated, worthy of the name. The real reason. Not to be taken lightly. Statistics demonstrate that poverty and unemployment are very real problems. Of property, fixed or immovable. Real property consists of land and buildings. Of, relating to, or representing an amount that is corrected for inflation. Real prices. The basic unit of money in Brazil, equal to 100 centavos. The state in which a substance has no tendency to flow under moderate stress, resists forces, such as compression, that tend to deform it, and retains a definite size and shape. Providing abundant nourishment. Good solid food. Of good quality and condition, solidly built. A solid foundation. Acting together as a single undiversified whole. A solid voting block. Of the same color throughout. Solid color. Meriting respect or esteem. Not soft or yielding to pressure. Solid ground. A three-dimensional shape. Characterized by good substantial quality. Solid comfort. Entirely of one substance with no holes inside. A solid block of wood. Financially sound. The bank is solid and will survive this attack. Having 3 dimensions. A cube as a solid figure with 6 sides. Impenetrable for the eye. Solid blackness. Matter that is solid at room temperature and pressure. Of a substantial character and not frivolous or superficial. Work of solid scholarship. Of definite shape and volume, firm, neither liquid nor gaseous. Ice is water in the solid state. Of one substance or character throughout. Solid gold. Uninterrupted in space, having no gaps or breaks. A solid line across the page. Perceptible by the senses, especially the sense of touch. Presently existing in fact and not merely potential or possible. Having existence or being or actuality. An attempt to refine the existent machinery to make it more efficient. Being or occurring in fact or actuality, having verified existence, not illusory. Guided by practical experience and observation rather than theory. Completely practical in his approach to business. Being actually such in almost every respect. A practical failure. Concerned with actual use or practice. He is a very practical person. Having or put to a practical purpose or use. Practical mathematics. Material used to pave an area. Walk consisting of a paved area for pedestrians, usually beside a street or roadway. The paved surface of a thoroughfare. Material used to pave an area. The paved surface of a thoroughfare. Material used to pave an area. The act of applying paving materials to an area. Material used for constructing buildings. A recording of a song that was first recorded or made popular by somebody else. They made a cover of a Beatles song. Form a cover over. The grass covered the grave. Clothe, as if for protection from the elements. Cover your head. A fixed charge by a restaurant or nightclub over and above the charge for food and drink. The act of concealing the existence of something by obstructing the view of it. The cover concealed their guns from enemy aircraft. Travel across or pass over. The caravan covered almost 100 miles each day. Span an interval of distance, space or time. The period covered the turn of the century. A covering that serves to conceal or shelter something. Under cover of darkness. Include in scope. Include as part of something broader. Have as one sphere or territory. This should cover everyone in the group. Fire that makes it difficult for the enemy to fire on your own individuals or formations. Artillery provided covering fire for the withdrawal. Put something on top of something else. Cover the meat with a lot of gravy. A natural object that covers or envelops. Under a covering of dust. The protective covering on the front, back, and spine of a book. Make up for shortcomings or a feeling of inferiority by exaggerating good qualities. Bedding that keeps a person warm in bed. He pulled the covers over his head and went to sleep. Hide from view or knowledge. The president covered the fact that he bugged the offices in the White House. Be responsible for reporting the details of, as in journalism. The cub reporter covered New York City. Covering for a hole, especially a hole in the top of a container. Put the cover back on the kettle. Act on verbally or in some form of artistic expression. The course covered all of Western civilization. Sit on, eggs. The female covers the eggs. Protect by insurance. The insurance won't cover this. Cover as if with a shroud. Copulate with a female, used especially of horses. The horse covers the mare. A false identity and background, especially one created for an undercover agent. Her new name and passport or cover for her next assignment. Be responsible for guarding an opponent in a game. Be sufficient to meet, defray, or offset the charge or cost of. Is this enough to cover the check? Help out by taking someone's place and temporarily assuming his responsibilities. She is covering for our secretary who is ill this week. Hold within range of an aimed firearm. Invest with a large or excessive amount of something. She covered herself with glory. Maintain a check on, especially by patrolling. The second officer covered the top floor. Play a higher card than the one previously played. Smith covered again. Protect or defend, a position in a game. He covered left field. Provide for. The grant doesn't cover my salary. Provide with a covering or cause to be covered. Cover her face with a handkerchief. Spread over a surface to conceal or protect. This paint covers well. To take an action to protect against future problems. Count the cash in the drawer twice just to cover yourself. Become solid. Make solid or more solid, cause to solidify. Concrete with metal and or mesh added to provide extra support against stresses. A specialized bony substance covering the root of a tooth. A building material that is a powder made of a mixture of calcined limestone and clay, used with water and sand or gravel to make concrete and mortar. Any of various materials used by dentists to fill cavities in teeth. Bind or join with or as if with cement. Concrete pavement is sometimes referred to as cement. They stood on the gray cement beside the pool. Cover or coat with cement. Make fast as if with cement. We cemented our friendship. Something that hardens to act as adhesive material. Concrete with metal and or mesh added to provide extra support against stresses. French writer known for works concerning women's rights and independence, 1804 to 1876. Fortitude and determination. Rub with sandpaper. Sandpaper the wooden surface. A loose material consisting of grains of rock or coral.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.